Today I'm going to be faceting this chunk of amethyst, which has a kind of rectangular prismatic feature and would make a good rectangle, but there is color more in one side than the other, and so I'm going to put that color in the pavilion, which kind of limits the shape that I can do, which is going to be this Barion square cushion, which has 101 facets and is the most complicated design, I guess, I've done so far in terms of amount of facets. And here I've preformed it using 180 grit to get the pavilion started. With 600 grit, I've done the main pavilions at 41 degrees and the girdle to set the size. And I had to remove some, and it revealed this veil where my fingernail is, unfortunately. I've cut in some more of the main facets in the pavilion, getting kind of that staggered zigzag look to the pavilion. And here it looks pretty shiny with a 1200 grit. Everything's cut in, including those kind of moon-shaped cuts, which are diagnostic of a Barion cut. Once the 50,000 grit diamond polish is on there, then it gets that characteristic wet look of a nicely polished crystal. I didn't realize until I was done polishing that I forgot to bring it to a point at the end, so there's a very, very small flat spot at the very tip, which will disappear because there's veils and inclusions in this crystal that I can't get out. And here we are transferred to do the crown side. You can see I have quite a lot to cut out, which is good because it also means I have some room to make sure things are aligned properly. And here everything is cut in on 180 grit again, leaving myself plenty of room to cut down with a finer grit lap, because the 180 grit will create some subsurface damage, and there is a veil that I'm going to have to cut down to where my fingernail is there. Most of the mains are cut in now with a 600 grit lap. I didn't do all of them because a lot of them are very fine, so I'm going to cut in the rest with a 1200 grit in the next step. And here they are cut in. There's 4 tiers, as well as kind of corner tiers that make it the rounded cushion instead of just a rectangle. And it looks very dark on the dop, but that will definitely lighten up once the stone is off and once it's polished. And here we are, all polished up. I like the way that the step cuts in the top here look kind of pixelated almost as it turns, and the light spreads across the facets. And removed from the dop, it's a very nice purple, very sparkly, and throws some rainbows that the cat was interested in. Now it's time to weigh it up, and I accidentally drop it on the scale here, but it's in one piece, so 8.98 carats. Thanks for watching.